Welcome back, everyone, to my video series entitled Better Than a Flu Shot, How to Enhance Your Immune System Naturally. So I think this talk is going to be extremely valuable for all of you. Not only will it save you potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in healthcare costs down the road, but also it'll save you the time, effort, and money required to sort through all the scientific literature, separate fact from fiction, and get at the truth as to what is really key in supporting our immune system and our health in general naturally. So in this section, I'm going to be covering nutrition. And just to remind you, the lifestyle factors that influence immune function include state of mind and the mind-body connection, which go hand in hand, supplements, exercise, stress, and sleep. And in this nutrition section, I'll begin with actually one of the foods that you see before you. So I'll give you a hint. The key to supporting immune function, the key is broccoli. Indeed, the outside world is crawling with dangerous microorganisms. And just to remind you, pathogens is a term used to describe any kind of microorganism, be it bacteria, parasite, virus, fungi, that can be dangerous to our health. So the greatest exposure we have to the outside world and these dangerous pathogens is not actually through our skin, as you might think. Actually, a single layer of cells within our intestine is all that separates us from the outside world. And the distance between the dangerous pathogens and our sterile bloodstream is less than the thickness of a single sheet of paper. Imagine that. So obviously, we need a very sophisticated defense system to prevent these pathogens from getting into our bloodstream. So we have these types of advanced foot soldiers called intraepithelial lymphocytes, and their role is to maintain and repair our intestinal barrier within our intestine, within our gut, and serve as a sort of advanced, vanguard against these pathogens. And these cells are covered with these receptors. You can think about them like being covered with these locks. And for decades, scientists have been searching for the keys to unlock the might of these advanced foot soldiers. A breakthrough. Looks like Mother was right all along. Cruciferous vegetables. In other words, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, bok choy, collards, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. These are foods that are actually contain compounds that can serve as keys to unlock the might, the full potential of these advanced foot soldiers. Cruciferous vegetables are required to sustain healthy numbers of the foot soldiers. You can think of these veggies as being specifically designed army rations, super pills for our advanced foot soldiers. So why do you think we require these veggies to keep our immune system robust? I'll let you think about this for a second. Well, historically, our immune system needs to be upregulated during meal times to keep the pathogens out, right? Because we just said our greatest exposure is through our gut. And for most of human history, meals consisted largely of these dark green leafy plants. In other words, cruciferous vegetables. So it makes sense that we were designed in such a way that our immune system would become upregulated and enhanced and just bolstered at the exact time when we would need it the most to fight off these pathogens. And so there was this interesting study that compared the effect of consuming broccoli sprouts versus alfalfa sprouts on the ability of flu viruses to divide, multiply, replicate. What they did is they squirted flu virus into all the participants, up their noses, and they gave them either broccoli sprouts or alfalfa sprouts, and they monitored the ability of the flu virus to replicate. So what they found was that in the alfalfa sprout group, there was a huge spike in flu virus replication. So the flu virus was basically unhindered in its ability to replicate, multiply, divide, and spread. Whereas in the broccoli group, there was very little viral replication, and this group was protected. So this is a graphic showing this. You can see this very large spike in the alfalfa sprout group, and that's basically the flu virus replicating very rapidly and growing inside the nasal canal. Whereas in the broccoli group, there's very little replication, and basically this group was protected. The flu virus could not divide and spread. So drug companies are now trying to synthesize chemicals that can activate these very same receptors in these immune cells, these foot soldiers. And so the search for this mythical magic bullet continues. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with this term, magic bullet is something that the pharmaceutical industry was searching for many years. It's basically this mythical molecule that can supposedly, cure a disease, but it's a myth. It's like a wild goose chase. It doesn't exist because there is no single molecule out there that can substantially, that can actually cure any chronic disease. So instead, they might do better looking for a magic beanstalk. And I hope you like this video. I'm Dr. Michael Davidson. Stay tuned for more highly educational and valuable videos on how to improve your immune system and your overall health.